Republican presidential hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy is hosting a private fundraiser at the Four Seasons in downtown St. Louis tonight.
The billionaire's campaign relocated to the backup venue after a Webster Groves restaurant pulled the plug on his event earlier this week. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, tracked down the new location of the private fundraiser. Mark?
Mike, the high-dollar fundraiser is closed to the press and the public. $500 gets you in the door. $3,300 gets you a private dinner with the biotech billionaire. We went there to try and ask a few questions, but were asked to leave.
It's a win-win for the Ramaswamy campaign.
The Upstart campaign for Vivek Ramaswamy put a positive spin on getting pushed out of their initial event space for a political fundraiser.
We were able to find another venue, and actually interest spiked once this restaurant owner canceled on us.
Owners at Olive & Oak said when the campaign started using their name and logo to advertise a political fundraiser, quote, "We decided to cancel in an attempt to avoid getting in the middle of politics," something they said was, quote, "clearly futile at this point."
It is somewhat ironic. Vivek literally wrote the book, Woke Inc., on wokeism, cancel culture, and here he is, the victim of being canceled in St. Louis.
Deputy Communications Chief Stefan Mihailu took aim at past events the restaurant hosted, events its owners said stood up for human rights.
It's a sad irony that this restaurant hosted a drag show for kids and had fundraisers for drag murals and things of that nature, but yet would cancel a presidential candidate for his beliefs.
In social media posts, Olive & Oak said, "While we admit the politics of Mr. Ramaswamy don't align well with the vast majority of our employees and community, there were other issues involved in the decision to cancel." The event was described to us as a private, invite-only fundraiser. We subsequently discovered the event was being publicly promoted without our consent.
I don't buy that for 1 second. There's no question the owners felt heat and canceled Vivek Ramaswamy because he's a Republican running for president. Had no problem hosting a drag show for kids, but they have a problem with a conservative Republican hosting an event for him.
Ramaswamy has proven rather adept at generating buzz, floating unconventional or controversial notions. For instance, saying he'd have handled January 6th differently than Mike Pence did. He recently compared a black congresswoman to a member of the KKK. And this week, saying in lieu of affirmative action, he'd ask college applicants to run a mile and do some push-ups. His knack for drawing attention to himself earned a nod from former President Donald Trump, who said he'd make a, quote, "very good vice president."